All right. And we get moving at 100 miles an hour right off the bat. We're ready to rock and roll. I just put my bet on Bears money line. $5. Go ahead. Take it away.
Dick Butkus just died. That's a Bears legend. If you're not spamming Bears money line tonight, you don't got your head on right. Ugh.
Whoa. You want to try that one more time?
You don't got your head on right. But here we are, ladies and gents. What is this episode? Six? Yes. 6. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But here we are. Let's get after it.
But I'll tell you one thing before we get started. Let's go ahead and clap it up really quick for another Hawkeye win.
That was a electric Hawkeye win. That atmosphere was incredible. The blackout was incredible. Shout out to Iowa City. Y'all were bumping last weekend. So
Iowa City was bumping, and you can always count on Kinnick Stadium bumping when it's a blackout night game. It will always be bumping.
Yeah.
The blackout night games. I guess let's go ahead and just get right into it. Hold on, let me fix this cord real quick. Okay. We can go ahead and just...
Trashy podcast. Can't even get the cord fixed.
Can't even get the cord fixed. We're in a completely different setup. Completely different. Don't even have any decor, even though this basement is chock full of it. There's Iowa decorations everywhere, yet there's not a single one.
A man cave. An absolute man cave. We normally have the flag here, but it's at Kiwi's house, so...
I forgot it, and it's going to make its way back here, as well as the pregame poster, because there's no way I can do a Hawk Talk episode without the pregame poster. Let's go ahead and get right into it. We can address the elephant in the room early. Cade McNamara out for the rest of the year with an ACL injury. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing him again this season. He did already confirm and say that he was coming back, correct?
Mm-hmm. That is confirmed.
So that's good news, but I'm also fairly sure he has at least 2 years of eligibility left going into this year.
I don't know how many he's got, but I looked up on ESPN. It says he's a senior, but I don't even know what that means anymore with COVID and everything.
Well, senior, COVID year, redshirt year, so he's got 2 years under his belt.
Did he redshirt?
Well, and last year.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So I mean, he's got time.
He does have time.
I just want the guy to be healthy. He's been hurt in every game this year. You can see that, obviously, by the way he moves. And I'm tired of it. And I hate seeing the guy fucking hurt. And I want him to be healthy. Because I feel like we're not getting full potential Cade McNamara, even though they went right down the field in the opening drive. Slinging the ball like we're the air raid.
No kidding. I love that. And then next drive, backed up against the own end zone. I knew it. I was like, oh, he went down hard. You could see the grimace on his face. And it was a non-contact injury, so I was like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, when it's non-contact, it's almost automatically bad.
Yeah.
Bad news. But the young man, Deacon Hill, came in. I thought he did just fine. Can I be honest with you? I think I feel a little more comfortable with 100% healthy Deacon Hill than like a 70% Cade McNamara.
Yeah. I mean,
because with a dude that size, the QB sneaks and play.
Dude, you could run that 4 times in a row, automatic first down. You might have to make that the only play in the playbook. QB sneak. You could sit on it and have a little tight end dump off of it. That'd be nice.
Shout out to the tight end dump. It's like middle school football stuff right there. Tight end dump, touchdown every time. But, I mean, his stat line is not good from this weekend, but I think this is a broken record at this point. But I've looked, or I've seen I don't know how many Iowa quarterback stat lines and thought they actually played fine.
They played fine.
But 11 for 27, 115 yards, 1 touchdown and a pick. But I don't think that's very, I don't know how to say what I'm thinking.
Half of his incompletions were drops. You got to put that in perspective. Hit him right in the hands.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm okay with 26 points on the board. That's all I got to say. And shout out to Cooper DeJean, the man of the night. Cooper DeJean, electric punt return touchdown. Oh, I actually couldn't believe it. I was on my feet. I actually couldn't believe it. That was probably, I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm lost for words.
Yeah, I could believe it because when he caught the ball, there was like nobody
so
within.
much room.
There's nobody within like 20
So
yards.
much room.
I was like, no, my God. And as soon as he caught it, he took like 2 steps, and the announcer goes, "Iowa fans can feel it," and I was like, I can feel it in my plums. I can feel it. That's a movie quote, by the way. So, but yeah, that was sick. He also had a pick as well.
Yeah.
Pick and 4 tackles. House to punt. Basically put the game away.
Man of the night.
Didn't he force the fumble at the end too?
No, that was Jay Higgins. Shout out to Jay
Shout out
Jay Higgins.
That's our guy
And
right there.
did you see oh gosh. It was I saw it on Twitter's Nick Jackson, like Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week.
I did see that, yes.
And who was the other person? I couldn't remember.
I thought it was a guy from Penn State.
No, like our other award guy.
Oh, I have no idea.
Let's look that up real quick.
No, so I mean, offense was not impressive by any means. Run game wasn't particularly good. I'm playing. I want to watch it. Go back. Just video Joe Rogan throwing elbows. I'm like, I can't way harder like that. Shout out to Joe Rogan. Love to have you on.
The Joe Rogan podcast. That is our dream.
Dude,
If I could be on one podcast, it'd be the Joe Rogan podcast. Talk about conspiracy theories, UFC fighting, maybe a little Hawkeye football. He might throw in a little sprinkle of what he thinks.
let's get Joe Rogan on Hawk Talk.
My life would be complete. I would die a happy man.
We'd probably retire the podcast after that
Yeah.
day and just we're done. Leading receiver Eric All, 4 catches, 67 yards and a touchdown. I think the guy needs to get the ball more.
Absolutely.
It's
That touchdown, oh my gosh, he just manhandled people. That was awesome.
yeah, he's good stuff. I mean, he's our leading receiver, obviously, but he only had 4 catches. You gotta have more than that. At least I think. Of course, you got Torrey Taylor, 7 punts, 342 yards, 48.9 average. Punting is winning. That's what they say. Drew Stevens was 4 for 4, long of 53. That guy's nails. He's just a quiet assassin, Drew Stevens.
We take kickers so, underappreciative. We've had Drew Stevens, Duncan Keith.
It's Keith Duncan.
Sorry, I'm a Blackhawks fan. Duncan Keith is a... You would know Duncan Keith. Sorry, long day at the office. But
Poor Duncan Keith. No, he played for the Hawkeyes.
Nails, defenseman for the Blackhawks. But yeah, and then we had Chudak, who was absolutely nails. Who else do we have? We had who was before? I can't remember right now.
Miguel Racinos.
Oh, dog. You were talking about the kickers.
Let's just talk about the kickers. You got, who else?
I don't know, but we take kickers so underappreciated. We have had arguably the best kickers of the decade. Thoughts? I mean, I'm a little biased.
I wouldn't know the answer to that question because I can't name a
say-
single kicker from any other team. But you know what? I'll agree with you.
Oh, no,
Just because of the Hawkeyes.
the other Big Ten Player of the Week, special teams, the man, the myth, the legend, Cooper DeJean, making plays.
I mean, he has to punt to seal the game. Oh yeah. There's been some discussion now that it's Deacon Hill time in Iowa City. We're obviously going to get behind our quarterback, but what should his nickname be? Any
I
ideas?
don't know.
I
I've been seeing this thing on Twitter. All I gotta say is though, in Deacon we trust.
In Deacon we trust. That's absolutely right. I'm currently on the Barstool Iowa Twitter, which is shout out to Barstool Iowa Twitter. They're terrific, and their top voted nickname was Deke the Freak, which I don't mind. It's not bad, but there's some better ones on here.
There is some better ones.
There's some better ones. People are really liking the Hoss of Toss.
I like the Hoss and Toss. Hoss and Toss is a good one.
That is a good one. This one's my favorite. Chunk Long.
Chunk Long is I didn't hear that one. That one's pretty good.
Chunk Long. That one's my favorite, I think. Someone said the Samoan Slayer. Is he Samoan?
I guess. I don't know.
I wouldn't know. Triple Deke, Land, Air, and Sneak.
Ooh. That's a pretty good one.
I like that. The Deaconator, way bigger than the Baconator.
That's pretty good.
I don't even know what that means. Somebody says the washed up walk-ons called him a skid loader. I think that would be a good one. Who the hell wants to be known as skid loader? Sneak and Deacon. I think that would fit from QB Sneak. QB Sneak U. But oh,
What?
I found it. It's the best one.
Huh.
Big 10.
Big 10?
He wears number 10. He's a big bastard. Big 10. Seriously? Nothing?
Big 10? It's like the conference? Big 10.
You don't like that?
I mean, I'd rather like the Hoss of Toss.
Yeah, you're right. The Deacon of Hope. That's a good one. Oh, this is a good one, too. You'll like this one. Big Deke Energy. The Big Tenderloin. This is the second time I've seen the skid loader. Let's not make it 3. Make it 4. Jesus. Skid loader everywhere. Let's not do that. Round mound of touchdowns. Hold on.
Awesome.
Here's a better one. Round mound of check downs.
That's so good.
This is I saw this one when they originally tweeted this. Pillsbury throw boy. Bud Heavy. Not great. Diesel. That works.
Yeah.
Big Sexy.
Big sex. Can't go wrong with big sex.
Hot Pocket.
Good
That doesn't.
job.
Big Chungus. Heavy D and the boys. What? I'm assuming he's referring to the whole offense. But I like Big 10 because you think of Big Ben. But he's
Okay,
Big
like
10.
Big 10, like the conference.
I don't know. It could mean either. Big 10, Big Ben.
So, like, what happens when you're talking with your boys about college football and you're like, oh, I think Big Ten's the best in the country. You're like, do you think Deacon Hill's the best in the country? Like, no. It's just, it doesn't work like that. I like the round mound to check down. That's a good one.
It fits the Hawkeye quarterbacks, too, usually. Check it down on 3rd and 15.
Love it.
What else is on here? I don't know. Those are the mountain because he's too big to be a hill. Some nerd said, I don't want to give him a nickname until he can prove he is good. Shut your face. Santa Barbara Slinger. He must be from California.
Maybe.
Ten gauge.
Good.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's got an absolute cannon.
Yeah, he throws the ball 100 miles an hour every single pass attempt.
What do you think after this week about sneaking in Cooper on offense, even as a decoy.
No, I don't even know, dude. Don't get him hurt. Just don't get him hurt.
Don't get him hurt, but at the same time, he's so great on defense. He has to play every play on defense.
It has to.
You can't, but you wouldn't like if they snuck him out at receiver, even as a decoy? Like maybe throw a screen to him or something, a little jet sweep?
That's how you get him hurt. That's how you get him hurt.
How? He returns punts. He's a sitting duck.
That's true. But don't spend all his bullets. We got to have him on D. But, I don't know.
He already said he's not opposed to the idea.
If he's not opposed, then I'm on the train.
All right. He's on the train. Which reminds me, speaking of number 3, Hawkeye Chronicles tweeted and said, "Yo, 3 is a great player, but I'm going to hold off holding him with all-time status for a bit." Which, come on, he's pretty great.
Yeah.
But he said, Niall Kinnick once threw for 125 yards, 3 touchdowns, intercepted 3 passes, and returned a kickoff 58 yards, drop kicked an extra point, and played every play. There's your Heisman Trophy winner, Niall Kinnick.
The GOAT. Undisputed.
Greatest Hawkeye of all time, and that's for damn sure. Anything else you want to say about the game? I mean, it was not pretty. I did not think it was going to go our way.
No.
Especially when QB1 went down, and I was like, oh,
And
no.
especially after that scoop and score, I was like, shit.
Oh, yeah. The scoop and score happened, and I thought, it's over. This game is over. We just lost to Michigan State. Hawks also went over 25 points. Can you believe it?
Well, I saw this thing on, I don't know if it was on Twitter, but his average is higher with the 0 he put up last week or the week before.
Yeah.
So I think it's like to 28 he's got to put up every game.
Oh. Like, so because they got shut out, he's got to average 28 a game to reach 25 marker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. I don't know if it's 28. Don't quote me on that.
I don't know. I didn't know if that factored in special teams touchdowns and defensive touchdowns, though. I didn't know if the team just had to average 25 points a game. Oh, no. It's a bad time for hiccups.
But yeah, I think it was a pretty good game. 3 picks. Can't complain about that. D's just nails. But yeah, Hawks win. You can't complain about much. A really electric game. Cooper DeJean with just a heck of a play. That's all you got to say. Just a heck of a play. That's why you put your dogs on specials. That's why you put your dogs on
I've been
specials.
saying this for years now. The Hawkeyes put their dogs on the special teams.
Like
On punt teams.
Jack Campbell last year, always on specials. And there's a reason, because shit like that happens. But good work. Hawks win. On to next week. Let's get it.
Yeah. So the Hawks obviously got the young men over from Purdue this week. I'm not a big fan of Purdue. Actually, you know what? I don't mind them that much.
I don't mind them that much. They just ruined our undefeated season that year. I was like, you losers. Why you got to ruin that? But
What year was that?
the year we beat Penn State at home, and then we lost to them at home. We were like second.
Oh, yeah. They also lost to some other turd that year, too.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I gotta figure it out because it's going to drive me crazy. What year was
While you're
that?
doing that, I'll give
That
them a
was-
breakdown of this week. All right, guys. So on ESPN, I know you guys probably don't buy this, but Hawks got a 67.8% chance to win on ESPN. More like a 99.9%. But 60 degrees, just a nice, crisp, cool day in Iowa City.
They got dogged by Wisconsin at Camp Randall.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
Sorry.
Yeah, anyways. Hawks, that's some shit right there. Hawks are only favored by 2.5. I mean, Purdue did just manhandle Illinois.
That's a real accomplishment.
Illinois terrible. But yeah, they won. They beat Illinois last week, 44-19. Then they lost to Wisconsin, 38-17. But should be a. Is there anything they're doing for this game? You don't think so?
Not that I know of.
But yeah, Purdue. I mean, just a normal, mediocre Big Ten team, I think. Average 400 on offense, which is pretty solid. And then they allow 400 as well. So we're shoved
that
down
means
there.
anything.
We're shoved down their throats. And then, but yeah, I think the Hawks will. 2:30 game. I just think they're gonna come out. They will be leading by 10-7 at half, and then they'll turn on the burners and we'll win. I think 30-13. That is my scoring prediction. What do you think?
I think it's a little lofty. I don't
know.
think Purdue's much worse than Michigan State is.
True.
I don't know. Go ahead and lock me in for. The Hawkeyes do not have a good track record versus Purdue. Go ahead and lock me in for 24-13 Hawks.
That's a good one. I like that. That's a good one.
I feel like my score predictions are almost the same every week.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be low scoring.
What's the over under of that game?
38.5.
Whoa. It's a lot of points.
It is a lot of points.
I tell you what, if you want to start bankroll building, Mr. Higgins requested that we give some spreads in the podcast. You want to know a lock for the weekend? Always take Iowa under 38.5. Take the Iowa under in every game, particularly this one, because I don't think either team's going to score.
No.
But yeah, we're the last two people you should listen to for betting. I mean, I just put money on the Bears money line.
I got a little parlay on the Bears. And by the way, lock it in. Bears money line. Bears are getting their first W. Especially they got to get their first W. The most embarrassing team in the NFL right now.
You're not wrong, unfortunately, but I think they're going to play with the fire tonight because
if they don't,
they unfortunately lost Dick Butkus about 2 hours ago. Right?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Dick Butkus. Sorry.
But
do you want to go ahead and give me your thoughts on that?
R.I.P. Great Bears linebacker. But I mean, if we don't come out with a little bit of fire, but I don't know. If we don't win tonight, we're probably not going to win the whole season. And the Bears will be the next Browns. But, yeah, Bears are atrocious. And there's been a lot of TV shows saying that. You see First Take where Stephen A. is just shitting on the Bears. Everybody's shitting on the Bears. But, I mean, what do you do? It's just...
They're bad. I don't think there's any way around it.
Yeah, they are. And I got to sit every Sunday and suffer. Not only are my fantasy teams losing because I lost Nick Chubb earlier in the year, Bears can't figure it out. And then I try and throw a nice parlay together. Doesn't hit. Sundays are they're a rough day during the week. But now it's got to be moved to Thursday. But hit Bears money line just in case. You never know what they could do. But yeah, I don't have much to say about it. It's the Bears. They suck. And they need to fire everybody and tear the stadium down. Turn it into a
Parking lot.
Skate park.
It's a big skate park.
I don't know, but I don't even know. I'm just confused as a Bears fan. We suck. Everybody knows it. Anything you gotta say about the Bears?
I don't have anything to say about the Bears, but you did mention fantasy football, so I wanted to mention that I might be getting the young man Cooper Kupp and Jonathan Taylor back this week. I'll tell you right now, I'm 4-4 without him, and I didn't have Mark Andrews week 1. I'm 4-4. That's a well-deserved 4-4.
True.
And
I'm fucking 2-6.
Max Pax, I'm bringing it to you this week. You better believe that. You also better be watching this.
Freaking.
Also, make sure you get your bye week players out of your lineup, you dork. Sorry, I didn't mean to go in on they like that, Max. I'll take it back.
But my fantasy team is not good. Especially, I have DK and Justin Herbert out this week, bye week. I got Josh Reynolds as his freaking replacement. Go look at my team, dude. It's a pile of hot shit.
Do you need a quarterback?
No, I have Herbert. He's just out this week.
Oh, you got Kirk Cousins.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I do have Kirk. But I got freaking Josh Reynolds, who threw up a goose egg a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
My team's terrible.
Just, oh my God. Yeah. That's not good. What do you say we go ahead and give our special guest caller a ring?
Who is it?
Should I tell you who it is? Do you want to know who it is? Or do you want it to be a surprise?
Why would I be surprised?
I don't know. Because you don't know who it's going to be.
I want to see it, though.
He said don't call unless you want a Husker segment. But I feel like it's good content. So, why don't you go ahead and take it away for a second while I get this young man up and moving around. Let's get Minter up and moving around.
All right. We're back at it. Sponsorship of the week. Bloomworks. It always has been. It always will be. Bloomworks. Get your flowers this weekend. We got more Hoko dances. Get your flowers at Bloomworks. Surprise that little lady or man. So, get your flowers at Bloomworks. We got the caller up moving around.
You know what's up, dude. Hawk Talk. We're live right now. Yeah.
So,
Let's get this young.
Alrighty, here we are.
All right, we have our first official guest caller. Let's give a round of applause for the young man.
How's it going?
Give yourself a pat on the back. Welcome. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself? Give your name, your socials.
Yeah, Jacob Hamilton. It's Jacob Hamilton and everything. Long-time Husker fan. Part-time Hawk Talk listener.
That's big time.
Damn it right.
Who do the Huskers have this week?
Illinois tomorrow.
Yep.
Or tonight, if you're tuning in tomorrow.
And how are we feeling about this matchup with the Illini?
You know, I think it's going to be a tough one. But
Never heard
I think
anybody say
Nebraska-
that in my entire life, that Illinois is going to be a tough matchup. But go ahead.
Okay, but the thing is, we're coming back from a big defeat. You know, the morale's not up at the moment.
Michigan blew your doors off.
Yeah, but they did. But come on, McCarthy. In my opinion, McCarthy Heisman. I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's on.
You ever heard
The
of
be-
Cooper DeJean?
Yeah, shut your face. Cooper DeJean,
Oh.
Heisman.
Dude, you're still gonna have Cooper DeJean in November, won't you?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah, we will.
Yeah,
Where's he gonna go?
Nebraska's defense is blowing you up. Then, unfortunately, but I will say I think we're beating the Illini on Saturday. You know?
I think you beat the Illini too.
I love what Dave Portnoy said. I know a lot of Nebraska fans were upset with it, but I think we're going to be mediocre again, and I'm not mad about it.
What? Like this year?
Yeah,
You're 500.
not yet.
Why would he say you're gonna be mediocre again?
He wore a shirt that said "Make Nebraska mediocre again."
Oh, yeah, you didn't see that? Yeah, you did.
I did see he did a pizza review in Lincoln.
5.9 for Valentino's Pizza.
5.9 is nothing to brag about.
No.
but
Yeah,
it's also
but
above
balancing
average.
out also.
Nothing wrong with above average.
It's above average. That's for sure.
I'd be pretty ecstatic about above average myself.
Some might say 5.9 is a little too high.
Yeah, no, I know a few people that have said that.
About you or no?
Oh no, just previous
All right.
people.
So, one thing I want to get your thoughts on before we let you go. The Hawks have Purdue this week
Right.
at Kinnick Stadium. You have any thoughts on that, and what's your score prediction?
I think that it's going to be a close game. I think it really is going to come down to how well Iowa defense plays, as it normally does.
As it normally does.
I don't know. It's hopefully the defense can get some pick six like last year, winning a few games. But I'm thinking I'll go in your favor, 21-17 Hawks.
21-17 Hawks. That's a great pick. It's a great
Thank you,
pick.
Amy. That means a lot.
I don't think Purdue reaches a 17-point mark, but I don't hate the prediction.
Yeah. You know, I'm not a huge Hawks fan, but
We know
I
that.
root for the boys until late November when I can't like them anymore. It's just part of the job.
Oh, we get it. Believe me, we get it.
Absolutely. Well, it was an honor to make an appearance here, call into the show.
Yeah, it's great to have you, man. Wait, you can check that off your bucket list. You're the first guest caller, besides my mom on accident. Your first guest caller in Hawk Talk history, and we're glad it got to be you.
That's electric. Gotta love it.
Gotta love it. Thanks for joining
Can't wait
us.
to see the episode when it comes out.
What's that?
So I can't wait to see the episode when it comes out tomorrow.
Oh, yep. Tomorrow morning, bright and early. You know the deal. It'll
Yep.
be there.
Sound the alarm.
Sound the alarm. Get your post notifications on.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for joining us, big fella.
Yep. We'll
All right.
talk to you later.
See ya.
You want to talk about a dude? That's a dude right there. You know, Hammy is one of a kind. He's special. He is special. And yeah, I think he'd make a great fit on a Nebraska podcast called, what would you call a Husker podcast? You can't. I don't think there is one.
Well, there has to be one. I just can't think of one like off the top of my head. A couple more things I want to get into before we get out of here. I know you got a Bears game going on right now that you need to get to.
We got six. Come on!
I took the Bears money line. They called me a madman. And they're up 6-0. 7-0. Got the extra point. Open up the gates to heaven. Too bright. All right. So the NCAA released a statement. I don't remember if it was yesterday or it was just a couple days ago about the punishments for athletes caught gambling. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I can't find it, but first offense, you probably won't be withheld from play regardless of amount wagered. Second offense, you probably will be withheld from play. Third offense, you'll be out for a whole season. But this is potentially good news because the Hawks could get Noah Shannon back by the end of the season, which would be a big deal.
Yeah.
And the Iowa wrestling team.
Yeah.
The whole team might be back and ready to rock and roll, which would also be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom Brands was happy about that. Kirk Ferentz was happy about that. The new athletic director for the Hawks, apparently the coaches really like her. I don't know that much about her, but apparently she's been on top of this thing. She's been out there advocating for the athletes, and I can get behind that. Also, I feel bad for this lady because she got thrown into a dumpster fire of coaching contracts. Well, particularly one. Brian.
Yeah.
His contract is goofy. And I don't think you'll ever see a contract like that for any other offensive coordinator, maybe ever. But yeah, hopefully we can do something about these gambling punishments. I think they're a bit excessive. I shouldn't take away the kids' whole season. You shouldn't do that.
No.
I don't think. But and then last thing I wanted to get into is they announced the Big Ten's football opponents for 2024 through 2028.
Yeah.
I wanted to run through 2024 and 25 for you, if you've seen this or not.
I saw it.
Okay. But next year at home, the Hawks will have Nebraska, Northwestern, Wisconsin, and Washington. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium, Washington.
Good luck.
And on the road, they will be playing Maryland, Michigan State, Minnesota, Ohio State, and UCLA. It's a fun schedule.
That is a fun schedule.
But I tell you what, 2025 is arguably even more fun. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay. At home, the Hawks have Indiana, Michigan State, Minnesota, Oregon, Penn State. On the road, they got the Huskers, Rutgers, USC, and Washington. That's a gauntlet. That's a fun schedule.
Yeah, I mean, you just got
That's a tough schedule. It's a tough schedule, but it's a fun schedule. And then 2026, they got Nebraska, Ohio State, Purdue, Washington at home. On the road, they got Illinois, Michigan, Minnesota, Northwestern. At home, they have Wisconsin. Away, they have Washington. Let's see. 2027, they got UCLA, USC, Oregon, Wisconsin, Michigan. I don't know. Some people weren't really thrilled about the whole conference realignment thing. I think it's cool. I like expanding it. I think it makes the season more exciting.
True, but
Because nobody wants to wake up to watch the Hawks play Northwestern at 11 o'clock. Nobody wants to watch that. Nobody cares about it. I don't care about it. I don't ever want to see the Hawks play Northwestern again.
the only thing bad about it is like I'm freaking confused in what conference everybody's in now. Like they did it all at once, and like even this year, who's even in the Big 12? There's like 100 teams in the Big 12.
I mean, you're not wrong. It can be confusing. Yeah, people are getting shipped all over the place. I don't know. I like the new teams they added to the Big Ten. They got some good ones. They got some good Pac-12 teams.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting to see how teams like that actually adjust.
Facts, because you best believe that when Oregon or Washington or any Pac-12 team comes to the Big Ten and tries to play a game in November, like against Penn State, Michigan, Wisconsin, they haven't experienced that, and it's going to be an absolute grudge match. So they better wake up.
Yeah, November's the dog days of the Big Ten because it's cold. Teams
Snowy.
like Michigan just ram it down your throats because they got offensive lines out the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you get teams like Wisconsin where it's cold. They're just chippier and shit, and they're well coached. Yeah. Hawks got Purdue this weekend. 2:30 ball game. In Kinnick Stadium.
Peacock.
Is it on Peacock?
Yeah.
That's fucking lame.
Yeah, I know.
I hate the whole Peacock thing. I've said it about 100 times, but I'm tired of it, and I don't like it.
Peacock.
Say it one more time.
Fuck Peacock. And fuck Taylor Swift.
Hey, watch your mouth.
No, I won't. I hate Taylor Swift. She's a lard ass. I don't like Taylor Swift.
Do you want me to hit you?
I ain't no. You're a Swiftie?
Fuck yeah, I'm a Swiftie. Go Chiefs.
I'll fight you.
We could put the gloves on anytime.
We get 1,000 likes. We're going to have car jitsu between me and him. You ever seen the videos? Car jitsu.
No, but I've seen phone booth fighting.
Those are the best. They're just wailing on each other.
I saw one, and it was like, somebody's like, so I watched the whole thing, fight's over, and somebody just goes, that guy was knocked out like 3 times before the official stepped in. It was like, I rewatched it, I was like, oh my God. It was like, goo-goo. Goo-goo. It's just like, it's the most brutal sport ever. Yeah. By the way, we would have completed the top comment last week, but unfortunately we can't do 4 butt chugs on the internet. So if the Hawks win this week, and it's a doable top comment, it will be done.
Yeah, just make it doable. Like, I don't know, Bill's Mafia table or something. I don't even know. Like, make it realistic.
Bill's Mafia table? That'd be funny.
That'd be awesome.
I'd like to see that.
I mean, I'll just do it just because.
I have your word on
Have
that?
a good adjustment. Maybe some laser treatment after.
Some stem and ice.
I'm going to need
Maybe heat up after.
2:30, tune in.
Anything else you want to get into?
Oh, no, just go Bears and let's make it happen tonight.
Go Chiefs, go Taylor Swift, as far as I'm concerned.
Taylor Swift can kick rocks.
Yeah?
Yeah, just kidding.
I was about to say Dick Butkus could kick rocks, but I'm
Whoa!
not going to say that. I'm not going to say
You
that.
asshole!
That'd be disrespectful, and I'm not saying that. Rest in peace, Dick Butkus. And I mean that. I mean it.
Urlacher! Let's go!
All right, we're out of here. Thanks for tuning in to Hawk Talk. Purdue, we're coming for your heads this weekend.
Oh, Bears.
Those boys are going to be coming a lot in Iowa City this weekend. Screw you, Purdue.
If you
we're coming
end
for
up
that
on
head.
your back on a golf cart this weekend, you ain't going hard enough. Let's go! Whoa!